Hey, how's it going, everybody? This is MegaShadowFist, and welcome back to Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. And when we last left off, you know what happened, ladies and gentlemen? You know what happened? We were in court! Yes, and now we're gonna go ahead and continue in court. I hope you're ready. I looked at the comments section, and yeah, it seems like most people believe that the murderer is indeed Leon, and that's probably true. Last recording session, he was really trying to push the blame on Makoto, and you know, his name was written right next to Mizuno's body, so you know, it is what it is. I tried to ignore that because I was expecting it to be like a red herring, but this is the first case, so more than likely it is actually Leon who is the killer. Anyway, let's go ahead and continue. The game will begin from where you last left off. Is this okay? Chapter 1, class trial? Yes, please. What if we have to start from the very beginning, ladies and gentlemen? How crazy would that be? Anyway, Then, why didn't your bathroom door open? Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that. Yep, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door, that's not lucky at all. So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked, so they tore apart the doorknob to get in. Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known that you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms. The killer could easily make that mistake thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime. Because these court scenes are fully voiced, like, I keep trying to, like, subconsciously want to imitate the voice of the actual seiyuu, but it's kind of hard to, like, do, like, the proper voices for them. So that's why I'm, like, pausing every 2 seconds. One important detail? Something the killer didn't know. For some reason, they were convinced the door was locked. Oh, it's probably because, like, the switches were switched, the signs were switched, which means the important detail the killer didn't know was the crime took place in my room. Got it! The killer must not have realized it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable!
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms. I'm like doing like a hybrid evil Dahlia, like freaking Dr. Hody voice right now. Which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were. Ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident, but the killer must have been considerably confused with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
That is a definite possibility. So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switch rooms? Then Makoto couldn't have done it. That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Okay, then who did do it? I'm sorry, but I give up. Quit without saving.
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think it did it?
Well then, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules!
Ishimaru, you might want to tone it down a bit, eh?
Majority rules? You really think that's a good idea?
You are the killer, aren't you? I guess that should have been pretty obvious.
Yeah, our next on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
Does no one have any other sorts of questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Oh, you
don't gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine, just ask your question.
Oh, yeah, okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how'd the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Yes, how did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right? I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Then, maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative. If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable. Fine, how about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss Mizuno just let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh ho? Trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place. Hello? Why exactly can't that be it? The reason there's no way Sayaka invited her killer into the room, I already have the answer. Oh, this is timed! Let's see. Trash, scatter, crystal ball. Okay. Let's calm down here. The body was discovered. Death took place. The cause of death was a stab. The sword is found. The sword handle is missing some of the gold. Took this from the gem. The sheath was found. It shows evidence of being scratched with a sharp out. If you were going to tackle someone, okay. When the victim was discovered, Makoto's room key was also found in Makoto's room. Sayaka had originally asked Makoto to switch with her, and she became frightened. When the victim was discovered, Makoto's room key was also found in Makoto's room. I don't see how that disproves anything. The other male students claim they haven't used either, but still, finger here was found. Is that what we're gonna have to present though? Except the index finger. Series is assumed. Leaned up. Bathroom door. The only two people who knew the trick. Okay. Screws had all been partially completely removed, or are apparently switched at some point. Would that be it? I don't know. Hold on. Let's look at our transcript real quick. Oh, he swears that Michael did come to the dining hall. There's apparently a trash room, incinerator, piece of burnt clothing, apparently shards of glass, as it turns out. Let me look at this. Let me look at the transcript real quick. Oh, I can't. Okay, so we either have like the switching rooms or the switching rooms. What are we trying to present evidence? Like, how are we supposed to show that like she couldn't have opened the door? Like, what does this do? When the victim was discovered, Makoto's room key was also found in Makoto's room. I guess that would be it. They had the actual key. Here we are. Got it! Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place. The same goes for you, Sayaka. Or, the same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching? Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone. What if her being scared was a lie? Huh? Yeah, actually, I did legitimately consider that. What the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that? I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility? There's something I want to talk to you about. Just us two in 5 minutes. Come see me in my room, okay? So check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay? Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay? I found a notepad during my search and I shaded the top sheet with a pencil. And these are the words that appeared.
Oh man, I totally see people doing that on detective shows. When you write, it can leave an imprint, sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap, I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room. Huh? Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it. Oh, and she's been in her room before.
Then either it was Makoto who lived,
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night. So, Makoto, did you write this? No, I didn't, but... Of course you didn't, because the note also bears the perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature. Then, that note... Sayaka wrote it? But why? Why would she write that? The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet them in secret. If he got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist? Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me!
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened. Huh? What makes you say that? Would you like to hear what I have to say? Very well then, pay attention.
Alright, what do we have here? Make your argument. Ready, ladies and gentlemen? Dorm norm plates. Okay, let's see what we got here. Sayaka and Makoto switch rooms, correct? That is correct. But in
the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says my room.
Oh.
I see, so if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room!
Exactly, the rooms that Makoto was staying in. Okay, hold on. Oh, oops, I missed. So in other words, even if someone did read the note and did what it said, they would have not had any connection to what happened. It certainly would seem that way. The reason the killer went in my room and not Sayaka's, despite what the note said, must be because... Yeah, it's pretty obvious. The difference is so obvious, right? Let's go ahead and speed past it. It was in my room. We got Sayaka's. There we go. Ikiari! Someone asked if, like, the game actually has those text splashes. No, I added those in myself, obviously. Why would the game have, like, Ace Attorney? Why would the game have Ace Attorney, like, text splashes, especially in Japanese? Jeez. The nameplates on my and Sayaka's room got switched. They got switched? That's right! The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. Okay, drink of water, please. I just choked on my spit. Yeah, I hope. Sorry for those of you eating. As a result, the nameplate in Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate in Makoto's room had Sayaka's. So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what that note said, they would end up in Makoto's room, where Sayaka was.
Plus, the rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto? Right. Okay, then who did it? There's only one person who could have switched the nameplates. The killer? Me, okay. It could have either been Sayaka or the killer. Would it really make sense for the killer to do it? Would it be Sayaka? The place where the killer... No, I want to say it's Sayaka, but I'm trying to figure out how this makes sense. Well, let's just go with the killer. The killer had to be the one who switched the nameplates.
Hey, sorry to burst your bubbles, but they had no idea they were actually in your room, right?
Yeah. Okay, so it was Sayaka. Actually, yeah, you're right. Looks like I just embarrassed myself in front of everyone. Oh no, we got a hit, whatever. There's only one person who would have switched the nameplates, which would be Sayaka, of course. I knew it! Got it! I should have gone with my gut instinct. Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us. Oh, no. This is not internal monologue, this is out loud. Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka. You can also infer as much from her note. There's something I want to talk to you about. Just us two in 5 minutes. Come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay? She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched. Excuse me. But why would she switch them in the first place? She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room. What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switch rooms, why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies. What happened then was, probably, whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit! But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot! Sayaka thought was the killer in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle. Yes, I think you're right.
Then we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me, there was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight? Oh yeah, what's the deal with that sword? Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist. How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist? The reason I know Sayaka's wrist was broken with a fake sword is because... Alright, you have 2 minutes 57 seconds to decide this. Let's go to her wrist. It has gold on it, of course. Has befaction, it shows a glitter in the injured's location. So, there we go. Sayaka's wrist. Got it! All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen, there's something glittery there, see?
Is that gold?
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it, because she got hit with the sword right there on her wrist.
I see!
And so the truth draws even closer.
Alright, then it's about time to solve this mystery! What happened in my room? And what led to Sayaka's death? That's what we need to make clear. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Absolutely. Is this going to be about how we can save stuff? Are you getting into the non-stop debates? Starting with the next debate, I'll start loading multiple truth bullets into your truth cylinder. But just like with the weak spots, only one of those bullets can actually refute the proper statement. In other words, from here on out, you'll have to combine the right truth bullets with the right weak spots to refute each statement. If you come with the wrong combination, you'll take damage to your influence gauge. You can press the LB button to rotate the cylinder and choose which bullets to fire. Press and release the LB button to cycle through each bullet. Or you can hold down the LB button and then use the left stick to select a specific bullet. By the way, the logic difficulty is set to kind. Fewer bullets will be loaded into the cylinder. Well, we set ours to mean, so... For our purpose this time, the logic difficulty will be set to mean. Well then, good luck and have fun! Alright, let's see what we got here. So we're going to take one cycle through it. Replica sword sheath, kitchen knife set, replica sword. Alright. Understand? When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword. And that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack. Sneak attack?
And that's what broke Miss Mizuno's wrist.
So she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away. But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it. And that's exactly what happened! The sword was used first and the knife came afterward. Is that really the order of events? That leads to some unexplainable details. Okay, so, our two contradictions are, possibly, a sword-based sneak attack, and that's what broke Miss Mizuno's wrist, so she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away. Okay, time does possibly do this. Okay, she had hidden away. Okay. So, sword-based sneak attack, and our whatchamacallits are, we have replica sword sheath. Okay, so we have replica sword sheath, replica sword, and kitchen knife set. Okay. Replica sword. Took this from the gem entry and put it in this room. The sword was found out in a sheath on the floor in the middle of the room. The sword handle was missing some of the gold coating as part of the blade. Replica sword sheath. Margaret took this from the gem entryway and put it in this room. The sheath was found some distance from the sword itself, and it shows evidence of being scratched with a sharp object. Oh, if you're going to attack someone with your sword, okay. Okay, I got it now. Okay, so replica sword sheath. Let's go ahead and fast forward to the whatchamacallit. When fighting, you grab the first sword-based sneak attack. There we go. Oops, just a little bit too slow. I probably should have slowed down a bit. Okay. Here we go. So, it was fairly obvious that when the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the... Okay, here we go. Igiari! Break! Actually, no, I don't think the fight started with the sword. Actually, let me save. I haven't saved, like, at all this entire recording session. I love how I saved this entire recording session, even though it's only been one episode. By the way, we're actually almost at the end of the episode. Let's go ahead and go to System. Go to Save. Save. Do you wish to overwrite? Yes, please. Okay. Actually, no, I don't think the fight started with the sword. Huh? Why not? Because the sword sheath has been scratched. See? There's a gash in it, like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead! Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on! If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with a sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right? That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with a kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. I still think, well anyway, Octopods, we'll see you guys the next episode.